Today we team up to battle an archenemy, Valgavoth, Harrow of Souls, piloted by your boy. Yo, what? I don't want to be the archenemy. I want to play on a team with my homies. The people voted you to play the bad guy, so just do it. Man, this sucks. On the other side is Senpai on Winter Delirium midrange, Rookie with Zimone ramp, and me on Aminatu Miracles. Will we survive the nightmare of Valgavoth? Let's see what happens. Oh, I get to go first. I think at the beginning of my first main phase, I get one of these schemes. So I'm gonna look at the scheme deck and I'm gonna flip over this one. Your nightmares are delicious. When you set this scheme in motion, each opponent who has more than 5 cards in their hand discards cards equal to the difference. Then, if fewer than 3 cards were discarded this way, you draw 3 cards. Oh wow, that's pretty mean. Oh, making everyone discard off the bat? You're heartless. But I didn't want to do this, designer. Don't make him feel bad about this, designer. You made him play this deck. Go ahead, ya boy. Take your turn. So y'all got discard 2 each. Okay, I guess we'll go by turn order or priority. I'm first, so I'm gonna discard this Burnish Heart and this Cast Out. I'll discard an Obsessive Skinner, and then I'll discard this Golgari Signet. And I will discard this Shriekwood Devourer. It's a cool card. And then this Hierophants right here. Oh wow, this one's really cool too. Oh, I feel so bad. Those are all such cool cards I wanted to see. Okay, now I'm gonna take my turn. And I'm gonna play a Mountains. Then I'm done. We all take our turns together. That means we draw together and take our phases together. Oh, okay. So we draw? We draw. Then our first main phase, I'm gonna play this Arcane Sanctum tapped. It just adds Esper. I'm gonna play a Forest, then I'll tap the Forest and play a Soul Ring. Oh, a turn 1 Soul Ring already? Hey everyone, let's target... Wait, we're on the same team. I'm glad you won't be targeting me all game this time. Force a hat. That's great. I'm gonna just play this Thornwood Falls tap, which adds blue or green, and we all gain 1, or I'll gain 1, which means the team gains 1. Good job, kid. Thanks. Then I think we're done. Don't you have something to do with that Soul Ring? Because you pitched that Golgari Signet, genius. I just assumed the Archenemy deck has more ways to deal with artifacts, so I didn't want to play too many of them and hold on to my lands, but I also just don't need to explain all this to you. Whatever. I hope they're not gonna be like this all game. Okay, I'm gonna take my turn now. I'm gonna draw. Oh, and then I get another schemes. It's gonna be this one. Fear My Authority. This one's an ongoing one, which means it stays here until it's abandoned. Oh, that's so sad. Creatures you control have +2/+2 in fear. That's pretty strong. At the beginning of my upkeep, abandon this scheme unless I discard a card or pay 3 life. Oh, okay. I mean, I've got like 60, so I could do this for a while. I'm gonna play this Graven Cairns, and this one just adds red or black, or like any combination as long as I tap a red or a black, and I'm gonna tap both my lands. And I'm gonna play this Seance Board. It's got Morbid, which at the beginning of each end step, if a creature died this turn, I put a soul counter on this, and then I can tap it to add 1 color where X is number of soul counters on the board. Oh, I get it. It's like trapping the souls, and then you get the manas out of it. And then you spend mana only to cast instant, sorcery, demon, or spirit spells. Oh, okay, it's like a super haunted board. Funny story, and because I'm the archenemy, that means I get to tell all my stories and you can interrupt me. So one time, I played with a Wii board, and I saw the ghost of, okay, just take your turn. Oh, my bad. Alright, I'm done. Off to y'all. Man, I want to be on the team. Well, too bad you're the archenemy. Alright everyone, untap, we untap. Let's draw. I will lead us off with an island. Then I'll tap both my lands to play this Arcane Signet, which just taps for 1 of any color of my commander's color identity. Then what are you gonna do, senpai? What's your genius plan this time? I'm gonna play my command tower. Then I'm gonna play this Binding the Old Gods.
Binding the Old Gods is a saga. It's got 3 chapters. The first one's destroy target non-land permanent and opponent controls, so that's going to be the Seance board.
Man, now I gotta play against Senpai and Designer, and y'all are teaming up on me? How am I even supposed to win? No offense, kid. You're like really good at Magic. Thanks.
Right. So we'll destroy the Seance board. Then the second chapter lets me find a forest and I put it in play tapped. Then the last chapter, creatures I control have death touch until end of turn. I'll let you continue now, Rookie.
Okay, I'll play his forest. Then I'm going to tap 2 and I'm gonna play this rampant growth. And I'll find myself a tapped island, then pass the turn. Alright, I'm gonna untap. Actually, I felt kind of bad being the villain, but now I'm a little excited to see what schemes I get. So it's not that bad. So I'll draw a card. Oh, okay, I like this guy. Oh, scheme. This one. I will savor your agony. When you set this scheme in motion, choose 3. You can choose the same one more than once. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. Okay. I can destroy a creature, but there's none. Then target player can draw a card, me, or target player gains 5 life, also me. I've got 7 cards in hand. Senpai taught me this super neat trick to play Magics better. Whenever I gotta think, I should just think it all out in one go and then take my turn. So I'm gonna think out loud now. I'm gonna play a land and I'll play a spell, which puts my hands to 5, so I can draw 2 to go back to 7, and then I can also gain 5 life. Okay, that's the plan. I will do exactly that. I will draw 2, target me, and I'll gain 5. That puts me at 65. Then I'll draw 2 cards. Then I'm gonna play this Command Towers, and I'm gonna tap 3 manas and play this Florian. Voldaran Scion. Florian is a vampire noble, which means he's like a 1%er. Then he's got first strike, and also at the beginning of my post-combat main phase, that's sort of the second one. Look at the top X cards of my library, where X is total amount of life your opponent's lost this turn. Then I get to exile one of them, put the rest at the bottom, and I can play it that turn. All right. Oh, and I got Fear My Authority. I forgot to do the thing. I'll pay 3 life. So Florian's is a 5/5 with Fear. Oh, that's pretty good. Pretty scary. All right, I'm done now. I'm done. Off to y'all. Man, it still feels bad. All right, everyone, untap. Got it. Then let's draw. All right. I'll play this Tainted Field. Then I'm gonna tap 4 and play my commander, Aminatu Veil Piercer. They're a human wizard with, at the beginning of my upkeep, I can surveil 2. Each enchantment card in my hand has Miracle. Its Miracle cost is equal to its mana cost, reduced by 4. If the first card I draw each turn is an enchantment, I can cast it for its Miracle cost. Then off to you, Senpai. So the first thing is Binding the Old Gods. I'm going to get to chapter 2, and I'm going to find a forest and put in play tapped. I'm going to tap for 2 colorless from the Soul Ring. I'm going to tap this Command Tower for a black, and I'm going to play this room for Polluted Cistern. So whenever 1 or more cards are put into my graveyard from my library, each opponent loses 1 life for each card type amongst those cards. So basically, each opponent loses 1 life for each card type I mill. Then with my floating colorless, I'll tap this green, and I'm gonna play Grapple the Past. So I'll mill 3 cards, then return a creature or land card from the graveyard to my hand. So I'll mill 3 first. I'm gonna mill 2 lands, which is a Necro Blossom Snarl and a Grim Backwoods. And then I'll also mill an enchantment, Crawling Sensation. And I'll pick up this Necro Blossom Snarl. And then Pollute Cistern will trigger because I've milled 2 types. So your boy, you lose 2 life. Oh man, still feels bad. Then I'll play the Necro Blossom Snarl, which as it enters the battlefield, I can reveal a swamp or a forest card from hand. If I don't, it enters the battlefield tapped. And I will not reveal, so it is tapped. Then I'm done. Off to you, kid. Alright, then I'm gonna play this Flooded Grove. And I'll tap 4 and play Zimone, Mystery Unraveler. Zimone has landfall. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under my control, I can manifest Dread. If this is the first time this ability has resolved this turn. Otherwise, I can turn a permanent I control face up. So what's Manifesting Dread? To manifest Dread, look at the top 2 cards in my library, then put one of them face down as a 2/2 creature and the other in my graveyard. Oh, that's an interesting play on Manifest. Then I think I'm done. Is everyone done? I got nothing to do. I'm tapped out. Alright, off to you, ya boy. Okay, alright.
I'm gonna untap. This time I won't forget Fear My Authority. I still want to keep it. So I'm gonna pay 3 life. I'll draw a card. Then I get another scheme. It's gonna be this one. My Crushing Master Stroke. When I set this scheme in motion, I gain control of all non-land permanents my opponents control until end of turn.
Yo, what? I get all this stuff? This feels like too mean. I'm so sorry, y'all. Don't feel bad. It's just how it's meant to be played, so let's keep going. Well, you should feel a little bad as a person. Don't guilt trip your boy. I'm just saying.
Okay, so I'm gonna take 2 commanders. Oh, what a shame. I could have gotten all the commanders. Alright, so I get all the stuff. All the creatures have haste. Oh, whoa, I can do so much stuff. Okay, first I'm gonna play this Witch's Clinic. And that's gonna trigger Duskmourn for the landfall. So I'm gonna manifest the top 2 cards. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. I'm gonna put this Evolving Wild to the graveyard, and I'm gonna manifest this mystery card over here. Who knows what that is? Don't forget my Polluted Cistern trigger. Oh yeah, each opponent lose 1 life. Oh wow. Okay, so that means y'all lose 3 as a team, right? I believe so. So each of us loses 1, which means we lose 3 as a team. Going to 58. Alright, what else can I do? I got lots of stuff to do. I guess I'm gonna go to combat first and
swing everything at Senpai. Designer, we are playing on the same team, and also don't forget the ability says the creatures have to attack their owners. So I don't know why you're telling your boy to attack me.
Calm down.
Oh, my bad. I didn't mean to start this beef between y'all. That's not what I'm here to do. It's okay, your boy. I think that's just the way they are.
Well, I have to swing the Aminatus and the Zemoni back at the owners, so Rookie and Designer. And I'm gonna swing this Florian at you Senpai, you know, just to make it fair. Even though I know y'all got the same team life, it just feels a little bit better. Sure. So each one of them gets +2/+2, so that's 5, 10, 14 damage. Wow. Yep. So we take 14 and we go down to... Oh, and then I get the Florian trigger. I get to look at the top 14 cards. Wait, no, 15 cards because of the Cistern. Then I get to exile 1 of them. I can play it this turn. Oh, wow. Oh, there's so much cool stuff we can do here. I have how much manas? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know what? I'm gonna just exile this land here because I don't want to play any of those cards because I want to play the one in my hand. Because I'm gonna tap 5 manas and I'm gonna play the Lord of Pain. The Lord of Pain is a human assassin, which looks kind of weird because he looks like a TV. And he's got Menace. Your opponents can't gain life, and whenever a player casts their first spell each turn, choose another player. The Lord of Pain deals damage equal to that spell's value to the chosen player. I'm gonna let this mountain go to the exiles, and then I'm done. Y'all can get your stuff back. Wow, that was really cool. All right, everyone, let's try and come back from this. So everyone, let's untap. And then at the beginning of my upkeep, I have a Aminatu trigger, so I'm going to Surveil 2 first. All right, so I can look at the top 2 cards and put any of them into my graveyard and the rest on top of my library. I'll leave it the way it is, and then I'm going to draw this card for turn, so we can all draw. All right, then I will miracle this card I drew in, which is Extravagant Replication. It costs 4 less because of Aminatu, so it only costs 2. Extravagant Replication says at the beginning of my upkeep, create a token that's a copy of another target non-land permanent I control. Oh, that's pretty strong. Oh wait, don't forget, I got the Lord of Pain trigger. Oh my god. Yeah, I can dish out the pain. So I'm a deal 6 at Rookie, which means 6 to your team.
Nice. Thanks for that. Look, it's not like you remembered, and at least I'm doing something, alright? All you've done is play a Soul Ring and a dumb little saga in a dumb room, so maybe, like, pull your weight? Not gonna respond to that.
I'm gonna put this final trigger on Binding the Old Gods, and all my creatures have Death Touch until end of turn, which doesn't matter. Nice. And everyone can continue taking their turn now. Alright, I drew, and did you draw, kid? Yeah, I drew. Do you have anything else to do, Designer? Well, that's everything I'm doing for now.
Actually, are you 2 going to combat?
Yes.
It's because the two of us are the ones who actually played our commanders.
I'm just asking a question.
Yeah, I think I might go to combat.
Alright, you take your actions first then.
Well, I'm going to play this Reliquary Tower, and I'm going to trigger Zimone. So I'm going to look at the top 2 cards, and I'm going to manifest one of them. I'm going to manifest this card, and I'm going to put this Terramorphic Expanse into the graveyard. I'm going to play this Body of Knowledge. Body of Knowledge is a 5-mana avatar, and its power and toughness are equal to the number of cards in my hand, so currently a 3/3. And I have no maximum hand size, and whenever it's dealt damage, I can draw that many cards. Okay, I'm ready to go to combat now.
Why aren't you playing a commander? What trick could you possibly have?
Look, it doesn't matter when I play my commander on this turn, first main phase or not. Can we just continue with combat?
Sure. Well, your boy does have a 4/4 from Fearmount Authority, and the Lord of Pain is a 7/7 currently. So I don't know if there's even any good attacks we can make. Yeah, I don't think we can do anything here. So I guess we'll just go through combat. Second main phase. What are you gonna do now? I will top 4. Then I'll play my commander, Winter, Cynical Opportunist. Winter has Death Touch, and whenever they attack, I can mill 3. And if I have Delirium at the beginning of my end step, you may exile any number of cards. And they have Delirium at the beginning of my end step. I can exile any number of cards from my graveyard with 4 or more types among them. And if I do, I put a permanent card from among them onto the battlefield with a finality counter on it. Interesting. So I currently do have Delirium with land, instant, enchantment, creature, and artifact. So I am done and ready to go to end step.
Why did you slow roll your commander?
It's just the way I play. I didn't want to leak any information to your boy.
Do you even think your boy has the mental capability of picking up hand reading signals? They probably don't even know what day of the week it is.
I have a system of telling what day of the week it is by the amount of pizza that I find in the dumps around the subway. If there's like a lot of pizza, it's probably a Wednesday or a Saturday. But if there's like not that much pizza, it's like a Monday or something. So today is like a half Sunday.
Fine. Go to end step? Yes. Go to end step, Delirium. Oh wait. Before we get too far. I forgot the Lord of Pain trigger on the Body of Knowledge. So y'all take 5. Oh my god. Oh, and also you played Winter, so someone's gotta take 4. We're down to 29. And then now we can go to end step. So I'm going to, with Delirium, exile Binding the Old Gods, Grapple the Past, Obsessive Skinner, and then this Golgari Signet. And I'm gonna put in the Binding the Old Gods, and I'm gonna destroy the Lord of Pain. Yo, that's so rude. Yep. Sorry, boy. I get you though, it's cool. I did a lot of damage. Then I'm done. Alright, I'm gonna pay 3 for my Fear My Authority, and then I'll draw a card. Oh, that's cool. And then I get another scheme. Running is useless. When you set the scheme in motion, choose any number of creatures with different mana values and destroy them. Oh, wow. There's a lot of 4s. There's a 0 here. So I'm gonna destroy the Body of Knowledge. I don't know if I'm more scared of Aminatu.
Hey, ya boy.
Designer, if you politic them into destroying my commander...
I'm just reminding ya boy they have options, but whatever you want to do, ya boy, that's fine.
Oh, cool. Yeah, in that case, definitely Aminatus.
Great. So glad you did that.
And then the 0's got destroy the Manifest. I want to see what it is. It's a Cultivate. Oh, that's pretty good. I'll move Aminatu back to the command zone. Then I'm gonna play this Ash Barons. I'm gonna attack with Florian, and this is gonna go to the kid. Florian's got Fear. Wait a second. All my creatures have Fear. The face down mystery creature is also going to the kid. So that's 5 and 4. That's 9 damage. Yeah, we're down to 20. Oh, it's going pretty good. And I'm gonna look at the top 9 cards. Oh wow, I don't think y'all gonna win this game. I'm just saying. I'm gonna exile a Grey Merchant of Asphodel and put the rest to the bottom. Yeah, I'm gonna play the Merchant. And then when Gary Merchant of Asphodel enters the battlefield, each opponent, that's all of y'all, loses X life, where X is my devotion to black. And right now I got 3. So that's 9 again. That puts us down to 11. Yeah. Then I gain 9. I'm at 63. Yo, this game's going pretty good for me, not gonna lie. Yeah, it's going pretty good for you. Then I'm done. I'll pass a turn.
Okay, let's all untap, and Senpai, I really need you to start pulling your weight soon.
You can't just keep criticizing the way I play, alright? If we're gonna be critical here, all you've done is play your commander for a turn cycle and an enchantment that will give you another arcane signet.
We're at 11, and I just think it's really embarrassing if the both of us lost to
It's not embarrassing. The Archenemy deck is designed to do this, so maybe if you can set aside your ego for a second.
Oh, you want to talk about ego?
Guys, can you both shut up and work together?
Did you just interrupt me? Yes? Sorry?
Actually, the kid's right. Sorry, kid. As you were saying, designer, we're at upkeep.
No, this is so cool. I want to be part of a moment where I get to fight against a bigger enemy and rally with my friends. And that is like the dream I always wanted in Commander, and y'all are getting it. And all I'm doing is creating destruction and grief. This is the worst game of Commander ever.
Sorry, boy. Extravagant replication trigger. Yes, I'm gonna copy my arcane signet. It's pretty good. Then we'll go to draw. Yep. All right, we'll draw and we'll enter our first main phase. Binding the Old Gods, second chapter, I'll find a forest and put in play tapped. I guess lead us off, designer, or what do you have in hand?
Well, we have to deal with all those creatures first because they all have fear and we can't block them.
Alright. Let me think for a second. We remove the biggest threat, which is flooring the 5/5. Then we have a Manifest and a Green Merchant, which is 8 damage, which puts us at 3. Then we'll die to any spell that your boy casts. I presume the deck has ways to deal direct damage, so your boy can take 2 game actions and expected 6 mana. So we have to remove 2 creatures this turn to have a low chance of surviving. Okay, we have to get rid of 2 creatures.
Does it help if I have a way to gain some life? Yes, it definitely does help.
I have a Tatiova that can gain me life and draw cards.
Okay, that helps reduce the clock. The issue is still neither of you can block very well. So I also have a way to remove a creature. So
based on everything, our plan of defense should be removing 2 of the threats and gaining life off of Tatiova. What do you think, designer?
I think that's a great plan. Let's go.
Let's go.
First, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play Ponder. Okay, I'm going to resolve this Ponder. Oh, that's interesting. I'll draw this card.
we're in our first main phase. I'm going to play this forest. I'll tap everything, making double black, and I'm going to play this Vile Mutilator. Vile Mutilator says, as an additional cost to cast a spell, sacrifice a creature enchantment. I'm going to sacrifice my Binding the Old Gods. Oh, that doesn't sound good. And then when it enters the battlefield, each opponent sacrifices a non-token enchantment, then sacrifices a non-token creature. So here it's just a non-token creature. I'm gonna sacrifice the merchant. He's done his thing. All right, designer, are you going to remove the other creature?
Don't worry about it. Well, I'll do it when it matters. I'll play a swamp for turn. That's all I'm gonna do.
Kid, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna play as Tatiova Benthic Druid. So Tatiova has landfall. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under my control, I can gain a life and draw a card. So I'm going to play this Evolving Wilds for turn, which gains us a life.
Oh, nice. That's a good one.
And I'll trigger Zemon as well. So I'm going to Manifest Dread. So look at the top 2 cards and put one of them face down. Then I'll put this Beanstalk Giant into the graveyard. Then, oh wow, I'm going to sacrifice this Evolving Wilds. And I'm going to find this island, which triggers Tatiova again to draw a card.
Nice.
And because of the second time this is resolved, I can turn a permanent I control face up. So that's going to be Sandworm Convergence. Creatures with flying can attack me or planeswalkers I control. And at the beginning of my end step, make a 5/5 green worm creature token. Oh, okay. I mean, my dudes are still scary, so that's unnerving.
That's actually really, really good. Well done, kid.
Oh, thanks.
Then we'll go to combat. Is that okay, designer?
You take the lead here.
Kid, I think you should tackle Zemon, because I don't think your boys could be dropping the Fear My Authority anytime soon, which means there's no point to block, and they're tapped down creatures. So let's both of us attack.
Okay.
So I'll go to combat with my commander.
I'll attack Zemon as well.
Then I'll trigger Winter and mill 3 cards. I'm going to mill a Putrefy, a Reanimate, and a Stitcher Supplier. That is exactly 3 types, so you will lose 3 from the Polluted Cistern.
Oh, okay.
Then you'll take 5 damage in total.
Okay, taking a bit of damage here, but we're still good.
I will go to end step. I have an instant, a land, a sorcery, and an enchantment. So I'm going to trigger Winter, and I'm going to exile the Grim Backwoods, the Reanimate, the Putrefy, and the Binding the Old Gods again. And I'm going to pick Binding the Old Gods, and that's going to enter the battlefield, and I'm going to destroy the...
You specifically chose Grey Merchant over the face down card, and I'm more curious about what you have under there.
Bruh, Senpai, you sure? Cause all that dude does is just a code, just a face down card. I'm good to destroy the face down card. Alright, it was just Mogus God of Slaughter. Oh wow, that was a really good target. And also at my end step, I'll make a 5/5 worm token.
Yo, this is starting to feel a little unfair.
Really? It's starting to feel unfair to you?
I'm just making commentary, designer. Let's chill.
Oh, I'm so chill.
Take your turn. Alright, untap. I will pay 3 life. I'm still good. I'm at 52. I'll draw a card. Alright. Okay, another schemes. No secrets hidden from me. When I set the scheme in motion, exile cards from top of my library until I exile a non-land card. I can play it without paying mana cost. Then, if I control 6 or more lands, 1, 2, oh, it's only 5. I can do it again. Still, that's pretty good, so I'm gonna do it. I exile Cataract Parasite. Whenever an opponent draws a card, if I control a red permanent, which I do, it deals 1 damage to that player. Oh, okay. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, now I'm gonna take my turn. You're at 13? Interesting. I can't attack Senpai, because Senpai's got a 6/5. Wait a second.
Senpai, don't remind him.
I wasn't gonna say anything. Oh, wait a second. I can attack you, designer. You're open.
Yeah, boy, I think that's the smartest move you could ever make, but I'd hate to get attacked.
Well, you know what? I gotta play smart sometimes, so Florian, your way.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to tap 5, and I'm going to play Ink Shield. Prevent all combat damage that will be dealt to me this turn. For each 1 point of damage prevented this way, create a 2/1 white and black Inkling creature token with flying. Oh, okay. Okay, that works. I'll give it to you. Alright, I walked into that one. That's my bad. Yep, so I will prevent 5 damage, and then I'll make 5 2/1s. Nice. Yeah, you didn't think I have a trick up my sleeve? Okay, well, that means my Florian thing doesn't work. Well, second main phase, I'm gonna play this Dragon Skull Summit. It comes to play tapped unless I control a swamp or a mountain, which I do, I have a mountain. And then what I'm gonna do, 5 manas, and I'm gonna play Massacre Girl. Oh, that's annoying. Yeah, so Massacre Girl, when they enter the battlefield, each other creature gets -1/-1 until end of turn. And then whenever a creature dies this turn, each creature other than Massacre Girl gets -1/-1. So everything dies except for Massacre Girl because of all the Inkling tokens. I'll put Winter back into the command zone. I'll put Zimone into the command zone, and my Tatiova and the Worm token goes to graveyard. Yeah, my good Florian boy goes to graveyard, and then my Parasite boy goes to graveyard. I'm done. Alright, upkeep. I'll have Extravagant Replication, copy another Arcane Signet. That's a lot of signets. Then we'll go to draw. Yep, I'll go to second chapter Binding Old Gods, find myself another forest. Well, I guess we're just gonna redevelop here. In that case, I'll play Winter for 6 by tapping 3 of my forests, the Soul Ring, and the Command Tower. Oh, they're back. I'm gonna play this Shigeki Jukai Visionary, who is a 1/3, and they have tap 2, return it back to my hand, reveal the top 4 cards of my library, and I can put a land card from among them onto the battlefield tapped, then the rest into my graveyard. Then I'll also morph this creature from my hand. Oh, a morph. And I'll play a forest for turn. That's everything I'm gonna do. Designer, I'm gonna play this Temple of Silence, which will allow me to scry 1. I'll bomb that card. And then I will tap 3 and play Monologue Tax, so whenever an opponent casts their second spell each turn, I can create a treasure token. Then, Designer, you should probably remove it. I know. I'll utter end the Massacre Girl. Oh, that's so rude. So, gets exiled. Then I think that's all we can do. Okay, I'll make another worm and pass the turn. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna put another scheme. When are y'all gonna learn? When I set this scheme in motion, each opponent exiles top card of their library. I can play any of the spells without paying their mana cost. Wow, okay. I flipped a Dead Bridge chant. Oh, come on. Oh, I want that. It's got 6 mana, so I want it. And I flipped a Kefnet the Mindful. Are you serious? Okay, alright, I'm gonna play Dead Bridge Chant first, so it mills 10 cards. And then at the beginning of my upkeep, I can choose a card at random from my graveyard, and if it's a creature card, I put it onto the battlefield. Otherwise, it goes back to my hand. That's pretty cool. Then I get this bird boy, and they're a god. So, Kefnet the Mindful got flying, indestructible, can't attack or block unless I have 7 cards in hand. I don't. And I can draw a card and return a land back to my hand. Oh, okay. That's your second spell for turn, so I'll trigger monologue tax and make a treasure. Alright, then now's the time. I'm gonna tap 6 and play this Fear of Burning Alive. When it enters the battlefield, it deals 4 to each opponent. Oh, wow. And then it has Delirium. Whenever a source I control deals non-combat damage to an opponent, if there's 4 more types in my graveyard, wait, let me check, I have 17 cards in my graveyard. Yep, I do. It deals that amount of damage to target creature that player controls too. Oh, okay, so I'm gonna deal 4 times 3 is 12, so you go down to 1. Wow, and then I'll deal 4 damage to each creature, or a creature you have. So the winter is good, but for you, rookie, I'm gonna learn from Senpai and I'm gonna destroy the face down card. It's a Keru Spell Snatcher. I don't know what that is, but you know, that looks bad. And I'm done. I think I got this one. We'll see. Let's untap, and then upkeep, I'm going to make another copy of Arcane Signet, and then we'll go to draw. We're in main phase, so Bonding of Old Gods goes to the 3rd chapter again. I can gain us 6 life back, at least. So I'll put to the 7. So we just need a way to deal with the Kefnet. I guess the first thing I can do is I can tap 2 and activate Shigeki. And then I'm going to reveal the top 4 cards in my library and put a land from among them onto a battlefield tapped, and the rest in my graveyard. I'll reveal a Giggling Skitter Spike, and then a Beast Within, and 2 islands. So I'll get an island tapped. So I'm going to play this Noxious Gearhulk, and I'm going to destroy the Fear of Burning Alive. I will tap 6 and play Noxious Gearhulk, and I'm going to destroy the Fear of Burning Alive. Then I'm going to go to Combat Winter, and I'm going to attack you, your boy, for 2, trigger Winter on attack on mill 3. And you take 2 damage to my commander. Okay, 4 out of 21. I'll attack my worm as well. Well, I'll go to 43. And now I do have Delirium, so then I can bring back the Vile Mutilator and have your boy sacrifice a non-token, non-enchantment, non-token creature, which will be the Kefnet.
You know, I'm really impressed by how y'all can solve this. Like, it's bad for me, but I'm also really happy to see y'all working together like this. It's really cool.
Thanks. I'm just gonna play this Shigeki again. Does anyone else have anything else to play? Designer? You don't want to play your commander? No, I'm just worried that what if your boy has another board wipe? Sure. Alright. In that case, we're good to go to end step. I will trigger Delirium. As I said, I'm going to exile Whispersteel Cloak, Vile Mutilator, Crawling Sensation, and a Grisly Salvage. And I'm gonna put in the Vile Mutilator and have you sacrifice a creature. Oh, okay. Bye, Bird Boy. And this Vile Mutilator has a finality counter on it.
Wait, what am I doing?
You're thanking Wizards for sponsoring this video and letting it all happen.
Thanks. Wizards for sponsoring this video and letting us play with the decks.
What about the call to action?
What call to action? Right. If you like these decks, go buy them, please. Preferably at our store, but any LGS will do. I think we're gonna put a link in the description for you to find the decks, right, designer? Yeah.
Alright, I feel like it should be mine, but y'all are putting up a good fight, which makes it a good game. I'll untap, I'll go to upkeep, I'll pay 3 life to Fear My Authority. And then Dead Bridge Chant, I can pick a card at random. So I'm gonna pick Theater of Horrors. Then I'm gonna put this scheme. Alright, reality is mine to control. When I cast a spell, I can abandon the scheme. If I do, I get to copy it. Oh, alright. That's pretty good. I'm gonna tap 5 and I'm gonna play this Persistent Constrictor. It's a 5-mana zombie snake, and at the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, all of y'all, you'll lose 1 life, and I can put a -1/-1 counter on up to 1 target creature you control, and it has persist. And then I'm gonna abandon the reality is mine to control, and I'm gonna copy the spell. Hold on. While that's on the stack, I'm gonna tap all my arcane signets for 4 more lands, and I'm gonna play Aminatu's Augury. I'm gonna exile the top 8 cards of my library, and I can put a land card among them on the battlefield. And until end of turn, for each non-land card type, I can cast a spell among that type without playing its mana cost. I'm going to exile Plains, a Swamp, and a Darker Waste, and entreat the Angels, an Orzhov Signet, a Dream Eater, a Fear of Sleep Paralysis, and Arcane Denial. And then I'll play this.
What? Oh, it's a sorcery? Who cares? This game's exciting, just go with it.
Plains. I'll play this Arcane Denial and counter one of the Persistent Constrictors. Then I will flash in this Dream Eater, and I'll Surveil 4. And when I do, I can return target non-land permanent and opponent control to its owner's hand. Then I'm going to return this Dead Bridge Chant back over to Senpai.
Oh, okay. The other Snake Boy, good to resolve?
Sure, it's good to resolve.
Okay. The Snake Boy's here.
Now I'm going to play this Enchanter's Bane on the Extravagant Replication. It has until my end step, target enchantment deals damage equal to its converted mana cost to its controller until that player sacrifices it. I'm just gonna play it. Do we think that card is bad? I don't really want to lose my Extravagant Replication because I can get another Dream Eater. Okay, I'll play Counterspell on it.
Oh, you serious? There's 2 counterspells?
Yep, sorry.
Don't be sorry, kid. That's just how the game works. Alright, y'all are putting up a really good fight. It's like a little annoying, a little unfair, but y'all are doing good. It's a little inspiring. I'm done. Alright, we'll go to Upkeep. Designer, you have an Extravagant Replication trigger.
I'm gonna copy my Dream Eater. Dream Eater ETB trigger, Surveil 4 again. And I'm gonna return your Constrictor back to your hand.
Oh, wait a second. You all lose 1 too.
Yep.
So I'll put a -1/-1 on the Dream Eater, 1 on, I guess, Winter, and then 1 on Shigeki. Or 1 on one of the worms. And then y'all lose 1.
Yep, we go to 4. And the Dream Eater is gonna bounce your Constrictor.
Alright.
Okay, I think we have a bit of a chance here.
Yo, Senpai, come on.
I'm gonna play a Whip of Erebos so I can gain us a lot of life. And let's swing everything at him.
You got it.
Alright, go to combat.
I'll attack my 3/4 Dream Eater over at you, ya boy.
I'll attack everything. 13 damage from me, plus 3 from the Dream Eater, so 16.
And I'm gonna attack both my worms.
So 16 plus 9, that is 25. That puts you down to 15. Oh, that was kind of fast. Then I have an attack trigger from Winter, so I'll mill 3. They're 3 lands, so you only lose 1 from the Cistern.
Oh, okay.
Then Whip of Erebos, my creatures have lifelink, so we'll go back to 16.
Wow, I can't believe we're getting there.
Yeah, this is pretty exciting.
You know what? I'm excited for you too. Then second main phase.
First of all, I'm gonna play this Brainstorm. I'll draw 3 and put 2 back on top. And I'm going to tap 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna recast my Aminatu.
I'm gonna play a Vault of Whispers, and I'm gonna tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna play my Dead Bridge Chant, which will mill 10. Sorcery, creature, land, enchantment, artifact. Then I'll trigger Polluted Cistern. There's 5 types I've milled, so you lose 5.
Oh, I think y'all are actually gonna do it.
It's up to what the kid wants to do.
I'm just gonna play this Castle Vantress, and then I have nothing else I want to do.
I guess we're good to go to end step, and I have my Winter trigger, so I definitely have Delirium, and I'm gonna exile. Interesting. I'm gonna exile this Stitcher Supplier and Ash Barrens, this Deluge of Doom, and this Cemetery Tampering. I'll bring back the Stitcher Supplier and put a finality counter on it. And when Stitcher Supplier enters a battlefield or dies, I'll mill 3. So I'll resolve the enter the battlefield trigger first, which will reveal a sorcery, a creature, and an artifact. Trigger Cistern, you lose 3. Going to 6.
Yeah. Wait a second, Senpai.
Yeah?
The Stitcher Supplier has a finality counter on it.
Yeah. What about it?
The Binding of the Old Gods that you brought back a few times.
Oh, I'm really sorry. I've totally forgot about putting the finality counter on the enchantment.
Well, we're a little far now.
I'm good to call this a draw.
Nah, I'm good to keep going, because that was the rule we played with then, and this is the rule we play with now.
You're okay with that. I'm very sorry, your boy.
No, your super senpai brain is calculating so much that sometimes you just miss a little detail. So, I don't mind.
You're a good dude.
I know.
Good to go to end step.
I'll get another worm.
Alright, I'll untap. I'm gonna draw. Then you exist only to amuse. When you set this scheme in motion, choose 1.
And if I control 6 or more lands, choose both instead. Oh, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I definitely have 6 lands. So I'll get to make 3 red devil tokens, and they have when this creature dies, it deals 1 damage to any target. And until my next turn, creatures my opponents control have base power and toughness 1/1 and lose all abilities. Oh, I have the Fear My Authority. So I'll make 3 devils, and then all your creatures are 1/1s, have no ability. Oh, and because all your dudes are 1/1s, the Dream Eater and your commander dies. I just want to say y'all played a super good game. Alright? Just show us what you're gonna do. Alright, I'm gonna play this Massacre Worm. It's a good draw. When it enters the battlefield, creatures my opponent control get -2/-2 until end of turn. And whenever a creature an opponent control dies, that player loses 2 life. All your creatures are 1/1s.
What you got, kid?
I don't have anything.
How about you, senpai? What you got?
I have a handshake for you. Good job.
Designer? Anything? Any tricks? Any tricks, designer?
Nothing from me. Well done.
Yo, get massacred, son! Take it down a bit, your boy, alright?
Sorry, I'm just like really excited. Let me start counting the creatures.
That's 18. Y'all lose 18.
I'm actually very happy with this outcome. This was a fantastic game.
Yeah, me too. We were so close. We worked so hard and we
Designer.
still lost to a top
Designer.
deck Massacre Worm.
I enjoyed this game with you a lot.
You're right. This was a good game.
I finally won on the show. I'm like the best Magic player in the world.